What is going on, everybody? My name is Prodigal Lion, and welcome to a video by me. And hi. This is kind of awkward. I'm nervous. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far today. And if it's morning or something like that, I hope you guys have a wonderful full day today. And hopefully you can start off right by watching me in my face. But this is what I wanted to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about was I wanted to talk about the whole Call of Duty situation. And in case you guys don't know, I'm sure if you follow Call of Duty, you know by now. And if you're watching this video, you probably know. But if for some reason you don't know, my phone is going off. I'm going to turn that off. If for some reason you don't know, the Black Ops 4 was confirmed that the campaign, the single-player campaign mode, is not going to be in the game. And basically the reason they kind of listed this was because they were listing that as the deadline for the game approached, they realized they weren't going to have the story completed. So they decided to take it out because apparently instead of that, they're going to be adding a Battle Royale mode. So instead of delivering this news to you and making a 10-minute video out of the fact that Black Ops 4 isn't going to have a single-player campaign like all the other Call of Duty YouTubers, I just wanted to discuss what this means for the future of Call of Duty itself. Now, even though the campaigns are always enjoyable in Call of Duty, and sometimes even they're the high points of the game, such as Call of Duty World War II, I didn't really enjoy not the campaign. I didn't really enjoy the multiplayer, but I did enjoy the campaign. It was actually a really good story, a really fun campaign, and I enjoyed it. And I'm sure a lot of people would say the same about a lot of other Call of Duties, and I'm pretty sure everybody loves the Call of Duty's story series, especially for games such as like the Modern Warfare series. Those had amazing stories, and as much as everybody trashes Ghost, that had a pretty good story and apparently a really good ending. So anyway, just everybody loves the campaigns, but we all know that the main selling point of every Call of Duty game is the multiplayer. That is the most popular part, and that is what sells the game for the most part. Also, real quick, one thing I would like to point out is the gameplay you're watching in the background. I know it sucks, so do not judge me. I have literally not played Call of Duty, any Call of Duty game, probably since like December, and I haven't played Black Ops 3 since probably a little bit before that. So don't judge me. I know I suck, and it's not very good gameplay, but it's just there, okay? Just watch it. So since Black Ops 4 is going to be removing the campaign and only focusing on a Battle Royale mode and multiplayer and zombies, does that mean that future Call of Duty titles will follow the same trend? Like, will they just start eradicating the campaign in general and just focus primarily on the multiplayer? Like, honestly, if they did that, I would be a little bummed, but for the most part, I actually would be happy with that because it would just mean a better multiplayer, because that's the main reason I play Call of Duty. That's the main reason I buy Call of Duty every year. I don't see the story trailer like, hey, I'm going to get that. Like, I heard the Infinite Warfare story was actually really good, but I didn't get the game because I didn't care about the multiplayer. So I just didn't buy Infinite Warfare because I don't really buy Call of Duty for the campaigns. I know some people do. That just hasn't been me. It's always been for the multiplayer itself. So I mean, if they really did remove the campaign as a whole, it would kind of suck. But honestly, I would kind of like that because, like I said, it just means more focus primarily on the multiplayer aspect. Now, another thing I'd like to say is that, okay, Black Ops 4. It's Black Ops 4. There's Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. Now they're making Black Ops 4. But it doesn't even have the campaign. It's not even, like, there's literally no, like, honestly, right there shows, there is literally no reason for it to be called Black Ops 4 in any way other than the fact that they're just using the name just to help boost sales. Because everybody just thinks Black Ops and thinks it's a good game. Because Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 are two of, even Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 in general are actually some of the greatest Call of Duties out there. And even Black Ops 3, like I said, I mean, you can hate on that game all you want, but it's definitely one of the top games, and it's easily the best game of this current generation of PS4 and Xbox One so far. So now they're naming this Black Ops 4, but there's literally not going to be a single connection to any other Black Ops game. It's just going to have multiplayer and zombies, just like Treyarch does. So this makes me wonder, like, if they do take out multiplayer, and pretty much all future Call of Duty, if they do take out single player and all future Call of Duty titles, I wonder if they will, like how they would name it and like how they would choose what era to go to and stuff like that. I mean, it kind of gets all these questions going because I actually kind of wonder what Call of Duty would be like if the single player just wasn't a part of the future games. Part of it would be good, I mean, because it allows for a little bit of like room to work and what they want in the multiplayer. I mean, like if they felt like making a story for like World War II, then they got to make the multiplayer World War II. If they decide to make a modern day story, they got to follow a modern day multiplayer. They kind of got to go with the story and base the guns on the guns they put in the story and all that, just to fit the multiplayer. But if they didn't have a single player, and they focus primarily on Call of Duty's multiplayer, that would, for one, just like I've said multiple times, it would improve the game dramatically. It would leave room for more creativity and more room to work. It would take up less space on your PlayStation, so they could put more into the multiplayer, like such as Call of Duty World War II. They had headquarters in it, but there was I remember there was a lot of problems obviously with the servers, like right at launch, and They're trying to fit all that into the game on top of the single player. So I mean, imagine if they used all the space for the game just primarily on multiplayer. Not only would it be better and more tweaked and worked out and fine-tuned, it would be just probably have a little bit more in it and more creativity put into it and more thought. Not to mention the rise of esports. We already know esports is just on the rise and it's on the come up, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Not only for Call of Duty, but pretty much for any game. Just esports in general is getting big. So if Treyarch and all future Call of Duty titles just focus primarily on the multiplayer, not only will that help for the general public playing it, but it would definitely help with fine-tuning for the professional gamers and the professional esports players. Like I said, we all know that Call of Duty's multiplayer is the main selling point of the games, especially nowadays. It's not the single player, so in a sense, even though, like I've said, even though it sucked, I really think it would be a smart business decision in all honesty. Now that brings me to the Battle Royale mode of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. If they really are putting in a Battle Royale mode to compete with like Fortnite and PUBG, I'm going to just say right off the bat, it won't be as good as Fortnite or PUBG. I'm just going to say that right now. But it will be nice to have another spin on it, because I feel like a Call of Duty style Battle Royale game would be kind of cool. It'd be almost like a military type battle royale. We don't really have that. We just have the typical, like in PUBG, where you drop in, and in Fortnite it's just really cartoony. And honestly, those are the only two battle royale games I really know of. I know there's like H1Z1 and other battle royale games, but I haven't played any of them. I've only played PUBG and Fortnite, so I can only speak from those two perspectives. Just throwing that out there. But I mean, think about it. I mean, just think about all the gear and stuff we have when we make our loadouts in the Call of Duty titles. I mean, imagine if they just spawn you on a big map, or like a really cool like city map, or they had multiple different maps or something like that. Like in World War II, we had the main multiplayer maps, and then we had the few war maps. Like, what if there was a few battle royale maps or something like that? And we could vote for those and which one, and we would just spawn in and or jump in, parachute in, whatever they decide to do, and just find like assault rifles, secondary guns. We can find. What if we found things that gave us certain perks, and we found tactical and lethal grenades and equipment and just all these things. I mean, it would honestly be a pretty fun thing, and just like I said, and it would be in first person too, unless for some reason they decided to do third person, which would be insane. But it would be a first person game mode on top of it, so that'd be even more fun. Like, because Fortnite is third person, PUBG is both third person and first person. I feel like a lot of people just kind of play it in third person though, more than first person. I really think like I said, I don't think Call of Duty's Battle Royale mode would in any way be as good as Fortnite for sure. Maybe not even PUBG. But I do think it would be an interesting twist on Call of Duty doing it, to be honest. Especially Treyarch, because we all know Treyarch is the best Call of Duty developer there is. I mean, they have not made a single bad game. Even Black Ops 3, like I said, even though a lot of people trashed on it, it was still a very fun game. It was annoying in a lot of ways, but I still love the game. I look back on it with good memories for the most part. Biggest thing that even ruined that game, in my opinion, was just all the bullcrap they added with weapons and having the guns locked behind paywalls, and that was probably the biggest downfall of Black Ops 3, but in all honesty, they didn't even really start doing that until Infinite Warfare was kind of getting pushed on us, and I think Activision really realized that Infinite Warfare wasn't going to go anywhere, so to make up for lost funds, they had Treyarch add more weapons into Black Ops 3 and continue supporting that game. That way they could make up lost revenue from Infinite Warfare. But like I said, just think about it. Imagine if Black Ops 4 has a Battle Royale mode, and like there's like 3 different maps. Like, what if they have 3 different types of map? Like, there's a forest map, there's a city map, and then like a desert map or something like that. Like, obviously I don't know what era Black Ops 4 is going to be set in. Like, if the rumors are true, it'll be in the near future, kind of like Black Ops 2 was. So honestly, I think there'll be a lot of room to work there, and obviously if it's near future, there's a lot of technology they can implement as opposed to like World War II, when you have like virtually no technology to customize. Near future, you could have a lot of fun technology you could add in, and fun attachments you could throw in, and just, I don't know. I really think Treyarch could be very creative with it, and I'm very excited to see exactly how Black Ops 4 turns out this year, because my fond memories of Call of Duty come from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. I didn't really start playing, I didn't get my first Call of Duty until Ghosts was the newest Call of Duty out, but I didn't get Ghosts, I got Black Ops 2, and I played Black Ops 2, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, I played the beta of Infinite Warfare, and I have World War II, and like the only good memories I have from Call of Duty come from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. So I think Black Ops 4 will continue this trend. I'm not as pumped for Call of Duty this year, just because with how Call of Duty's been in recent years, I'm not really pumped for it like I used to be, but I'm still excited, and I'm still looking forward to the game and seeing how it plays out, because I do miss Call of Duty, and I miss the fun nature of it, and I'm hoping Treyarch can turn this around this year. I really do. So that is all the time I have, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really have that much to talk about with this. I mean, I just wanted to share my thoughts on what this could mean for future Call of Duty titles. and what it can mean, what a battle royale mode could be like in Call of Duty. So tell me what you guys think about the whole no campaign thing in Black Ops 4. Do you think it's a smart thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Are you gonna miss a campaign, or are you kind of with me and you think it'll be overall better that they put full focus into the multiplayer aspect? Let me know down in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I am